Hey everyone, it's Sarica and welcome back to the studio. Today I am very excited to set up my 2019 bullet journal with you guys and kickstart the new year. I'm going to use this navy blue dot grid notebook and just a few supplies like my fountain pen, pencil, some markers, and some rulers. As always, all of these will be listed in the video description below if you're curious about them. I am going with a very neat and minimal theme for next year because I've been reading The Bullet Journal Method by the inventor, Ryder Carroll, and I've been itching to get back to the basics and focus more on productivity. I want to keep my bullet journal pretty simple so that I can just focus on what I need to do and save all the decorating for my other notebooks. I'm starting off with the index, which is one of the core collections. It's like the table of contents, but for a bullet journal, and I found this quite useful in two of my other bullet journals. Since my handwriting is pretty small, I saved some space by creating columns on a lot of my spreads. So for the index, I'm going to have 4 columns across 2 pages, and that's pretty much what I need for an index for a bullet journal of this size. For the first spread, I used a light pencil outline to get back into the hang of making these columns. For the next few spreads, I can see faint lines through the page. It's not like the marker is ghosting, but it is visible, so it's pretty handy for creating the next couple of spreads because I will be using a 4-column spread for the future log as well. Each spread will have 4 months, and so I'll just repeat the same thing 3 times across 3 spreads to have enough columns for the entire year. I started to get into the groove after making so many of the same simple layout, so it only took me a few minutes to set up these few pages. It's very minimal, but the light colors of the Tombow Duo brush pens and the consistent lettering makes me really happy. It just looks very pleasing and minimal. I don't think I'll fill up the entire column for any of these months because I don't really use the future log that much, but when I do, it is right here in the very beginning of the bullet journal. So now that I have these core pages done, I am going to create a year at a glance page. It is a pretty useful page to have. It's also super time consuming and my hands started to get a little tired, so I did this one in 2 sittings, but luckily it's just once a year, so I just grin and bear it. For my monthly log, I like to have a calendar that takes up most of the spread instead of the original method of listing all the dates down in one column. The monthly calendar is one thing about planners that I really like and I find useful, so I just recreate it in my bullet journal. I have a small space on the side for tasks that month, birthdays, and a mini calendar of the next month so I can look ahead. The pages after that will be for daily logs and other collections, which I can't wait to start making in 2019. And that's my favorite part of the bullet journal method, is that the pages are unrestricted, so I can have as much space for every daily to-do list and other collections as I need until the next month. I got started with a New Year's resolution page already and a task list for the month with a few different categories for work, errands, and personal stuff. After I finished these minimal spreads, I had the urge to create a cover page to kind of mark the year. I've been thinking about my resolutions for next year and I wrote about them extensively in another journal. I took 5 of them and condensed each resolution into 2 words. They are create more, work hard, love yourself, help others, and eat healthy. I sketched them out in different lettering styles and I really wanted to match my bullet journals, so I chose to fill it in with a navy blue color to match the cover and also the ink that I used in the other spreads. I didn't have a marker or anything thicker than that, so unfortunately I had to use this dark blue Jelly Roll pen for the whole thing, but it was all I had and I really wanted this color, so I put on a show and treated this like a coloring book session. I thought it would be a little faster with the thicker Jelly Roll pen than using my fountain pen. It was worth it to me because I really wanted to have my resolutions to set the tone for next year, and I'm really pleased with how this cover page turned out. I don't think I'll be doing a cover page for every single month, but if I do, I'd like to make more of these lettering compositions. And that is it for my bullet journal setup. Here are the completed spreads, starting with the year at a glance, the index, the future log, and January log. Let me know what you think of this minimal setup in the comments below. I wish you guys a very happy new year, and until the next video, I'll see you later. Bye.